How's it going? We are here once again.
What's the deal?
Episode 2.
Here we are.
Coming out here fine, nice, tight, sweet, sour.
A little wet.
Any way you want it. A little bit. We're here with Shop Talk, episode 2. And we're here with, my name is Alonzo Williams, of course.
Zoe.
Know my name. You can call me Zoe if you want to. We got Connor Berg here. We also got Mr. Chris. He's back. Chris Ward. He's back here. And we got our special guest this week, owner of Platinum Outdoor Concepts.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Dave Woodring.
My guy.
Give it up for him.
My guy. My guy.
What's going on, man?
Yes,
Thanks
sir.
for having me out.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
How you doing, man?
Good.
Not too bad, man. It's 2022, man.
I know. Time flies, don't it?
So,
It does, bro. It does.
I feel like we're
Almost
just
there.
in lockdown.
Yeah. How's the year been treating you so far?
It's been great, man. Every year we've increased in sales and
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's good. It's so far so good, man. I mean, it's just a constant grind.
So how you guys get sales? Is it like word of mouth or like how do you guys get sales in your industry?
Honestly, it's a lot of it. I would say 80% of it is probably word of mouth.
Okay.
Word of mouth.
So you guys aren't going like door to door or anything like that, or
No.
Okay.
I mean, we probably could. We probably should.
Right.
But I mean, 80%,
Okay.
marketing is word of mouth, and I'm loving the way it is right now.
Absolutely.
Bro, if you can keep it that way, you save so much money on marketing.
Yeah, you sure do.
People like
Yeah,
Grant
that
Cardone
too.
spends
Yeah,
like
you bet.
$500,000 a year on marketing.
Yeah,
That's
you
insane.
bet. You bet. And
Absolutely.
someday there will be a point where we want to take that extra step and dump 100K into the.
how long you been doing it?
15 years, man.
Wow.
Yeah, 15 years.
And we kind of talked about this before we hopped onto this, but where did this all start for you?
This all started after college. I flew to Atlanta and had an internship for a big company, and about 9 months into it, I just said to myself, the corporate world isn't for me.
Yeah, for you. Yeah,
It's not for me.
Yeah,
That's what it
not for
says to
everybody.
all of the entrepreneurs, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not for
for
me,
us.
and I tried.
Yeah, we gave it a shot.
There's a lot of politics involved. There's a lot of, who do you know? What do you do? And I don't know. I maybe I wasn't fit for it, but I flew back to Kansas City and got a loan for 10 grand with a pretty hefty insurance, pretty hefty
Interest on
commercial interest rate.
Yeah.
But that you got to start somewhere, and,
Yeah.
and that's where it all began. And each year that passed by, I wanted to learn something different in the industry. Like
Okay.
you can plant shrubs all day.
Right.
Okay, what's the next thing? I want to learn hardscapes. I want to learn how to
Yeah.
build a wall. I want
Yeah.
to learn how, and then I want to learn how to run conduit underground, electric, and,
Yeah.
and learn the LED lighting game, and so it's just kind of that's how.
Do you have a lot of competition in your industry as far as that goes?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
But I think in my industry, it's more of it's if they like you as a person. A lot of my clientele, like they like.
They like you.
They like me as a
Yeah,
person,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I love them as people, and I know what their kids like, all
doubt.
that stuff. That's important, I think.
Absolutely,
these days,
it is.
building a relationship other than business. But I'm not discounting. You got to make sure you're on point with what you're doing and installing. You got to make sure that it's top notch
yeah.
quality.
Absolutely.
You can't take the relationship for granted and
Yeah,
half-ass
yeah.
the business. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't really like doing a whole lot of like business as an owner, like with people I know. Not that I'm afraid of anything. It's kind of a weird situation.
I hear that.
You know
I hear,
what I'm saying?
You bet, because everybody's looking for
It
a little
is, you know,
little
and-
discount, and you're going, man.
Let me ask you this then. As a business owner, when I go to my business owner friends, like I got a buddy of mine that owns a barber shop, right?
Yeah.
He charges me $20.
Right.
I've never asked for
That's
a
great
discount,
clip. That's great clip.
and I tip him $35 every
Yeah,
time.
sure. Right. Yeah.
What do you want? Like, don't discount your price because I'm your homie. I want to pay you what I want to pay you
Yeah.
Quick, real easy. If you're the homie, you support the homie, right?
all day.
Yeah.
Don't
yeah.
ask for,
yeah,
a
you bet.
don't ask
You
for a
bet.
discount if you're supporting the homie.
Yeah, no
Right.
doubt, all day.
Oh, yeah.
You got
Bad,
to,
I kind of
man.
joke.
No.
Not bad, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about.
100%. That's what we all deal with, and that's why it sucks, especially if you have a friend that you're about to, that they need services that you offer, and you're like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to send them someone I know because they're going
Right.
to,
Yeah.
I've done
I
that.
already know this route.
I've done
so
that.
I'm going to go ahead and go left.
Yeah. For sure.
Right. So, get into, just kind of business wise. every business owner has their ups and downs the first year.
You bet.
Just wondering, how was that first year for you, and just getting into things and getting used to how owning a business actually works?
It was not about the money. It's not about the money. I'd say for the first 5 years, I think it's more about learning what makes a company grow. Yeah. What makes a company grow? What makes a company succeed?
Yeah. And if it was about the money, you'd already be out of business probably.
Yeah.
And you get your first lick, you get a couple dollars in your pocket and you go buy something stupid. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, you go buy something stupid.
Get that itch out of the way.
I'll be honest.
Get out of the system, boys.
My first or second year, I was like, man, I'm rich.
Yeah, no doubt.
Rich.
Right.
I went out and bought a Lexus GS 300,
Facts.
pearl white.
Yes, sir.
I was like, man, I made it.
Yeah.
And then about a year later, I'm going,
Why'd I buy that?
why did I buy it?
Shit.
Like I'm pulling up into clients' driveways,
Right.
and they're going, there, this guy.
Yeah, this dude's
Gonna
got
hit me over the head with a baseball bat
this
on
dude's
his
got hella
price.
overhead. Somebody pulling up in a Lexus, I'd be like, oh, nah.
Yeah, man. So
Bro, when I first started in this industry, I was driving a Mercedes E350
Yeah, you
trying
were.
to get on your roof.
Yeah, he was driving a Benz. He was trapping out of a
knock
Benz,
triple
slanging
the amount
roofs.
of doors.
He was.
that's cool.
He
Man.
was.
I mean, but so that's
Until
good.
I could buy a truck, save
Right.
to buy a truck. That's
Yeah.
where it was at.
Yeah.
Gotta start somewhere.
So I guess, does that answer your question?
Oh yeah,
Like,
thoroughly.
You know what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah.
So it's all about it, in the beginning. It was learning, and it always is. It always is. Every single year you learn something new. You know what I mean?
day.
Like you learn something new, and it's a positive thing, and you got to stick to it and stay on the grind and make it work.
So the way my family they do they're in the construction industry as well, but my grandpa, he instilled kind of this thing on my uncle that he has to take one risky choice a year. He has to make one
dig it.
risky
Just one,
I dig
let's
it.
go.
I
one
dig it.
risky
Let's
choice
go.
every
Yeah.
single year that'll either advance you or you'll learn from it.
I dig
sure.
it, man.
Yeah.
I think that's important. I think risk taking is something that the world needs to do more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's how you get better.
It is. It
how
is.
you
Whether
grow.
whether it's a positive or negative thing in the end,
As long as you learn from it, it's always positive.
Yeah. Absolutely.
risk taking is important.
It is. It's huge in the long run.
What's
Calculated risk taking.
What would you say?
Calculated.
Calculated.
What would you say
Premeditated.
is the last? What was the last crazy risk you took with your business?
Oh, that's a good question, brother.
Yeah, which one?
Oh man.
It doesn't have to be anything that's like out of your industry or anything like that. But like, who did you maybe trust?
In regards to investing in general, or just in regards to the business?
Anything that kind of made your stomach kind of churn a little bit, like, you know what I'm saying?
In
Like,
life.
yeah.
Okay. So you want to diversify. I think diversification is good when you're doing business, and I don't know if the listeners know about basketball cards these days. but
Right.
They are
They better.
hilarious
They better.
expensive. So
Yeah.
like
Yes.
there's the prisms, and you get about 40 cards for $600.
Right.
Oh my
yeah, it's a
God.
hot commodity.
So that's I've been on a kick with that.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
You know who Logan Paul is?
Yeah.
He did a Pokemon card.
I saw that.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I
I
was
didn't
like,
see
how
it, but
much was it worth
I think
on
it was
the
like
snap?
$25,000 a pack. So every
Yeah,
time he ripped
yeah.
one open, it was like
Yeah.
a
Oh,
car.
wow.
You don't know what you're
It was
getting.
a
Oh,
car
wow.
every time he ripped it open.
Yeah.
Oh, my
So that's probably the biggest risks I've been taking lately, but I think I'm ahead.
I'd say you are. I'd say you are.
I think I'm ahead on the card game.
Yeah.
I hope.
I'd say you are.
I love Ja Morant, man. I tell
Right.
you, I love following him.
Ja.
Man,
You know-
cards and collectible items, they're way more valuable than a lot of stocks.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and stocks
Oh my
too.
God.
That's another thing. I've been, right now the stock market's not the greatest.
No.
You know what I mean?
No,
So, and it's hard to not let go and sell off.
So he's
Yeah.
been
It's
kind
going
of getting
down.
me into stocks.
Yes,
you know?
good.
Yeah,
Good.
because
You
he
learn
does
a lot.
a lot.
You
Yeah,
learn a lot.
yeah, you
like
do.
we were talking about earlier. You learn a lot.
The market's good on Mondays, but it seems like the rest of the week shit.
You ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying there. It's a crazy game, but it's what makes the United States kind of run and roll.
Absolutely.
And actually, it's weird.
The risk, man. The risk is fun.
It's a risk, bro.
Oh yeah,
It's tough.
It is.
It's tough.
especially when you see it works.
Yeah.
We're about
It's
to.
addictive.
Then you're like, man, I'm winning.
Gambling's now legal in
You know what?
Kansas.
I haven't done a lot of drugs because I know how my personality is. I'll get addicted to it. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So once I get in the stock market and I see it, I'm in it.
But
Yeah.
by the next Super Bowl, I think we're gonna be able to do live gambling, like live
cool.
betting on
Seen that.
games
Cool.
in
Seen that.
Kansas.
Seen
Cool.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm down.
So it's
That's a game
passed,
changer.
but
It
they're
is a
gonna
game
they're
changer.
gonna be doing live betting at the Hollywood casinos in
Oh,
Kansas.
wow.
Yeah.
I like to bet on sports.
So it's like Missouri hasn't passed yet, but as soon as they see everyone going over to
Yeah.
Kansas from Missouri, they're gonna see how much they're missing out on.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
That'll be right around the corner for Missouri. Especially if Missouri's already legalized marijuana and Kansas has.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't understand that. That's kind of odd.
I honestly don't think
Missing out on a lot of money.
Yeah, I
Probably the last
don't
one.
know. That's a good point. Who knows? It's
Be one of the last
only a matter of time. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
I give it 15 years, it'll be federal.
15?
15
I
years
said
for
way less
federal.
than that.
I think 10. I think you might be on track. 10, 15.
10, 15?
Yeah.
We're probably already over
I was
half the
thinking 5
country.
to
It's
10.
I say the
probably-
idea gets put out.
5 to
about-
10 might.
That may be too early.
No, it might work.
I mean, I hope it's before 15. Don't get me wrong.
I can drive literally 40 minutes away and it's legal.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm
It's crazy.
saying?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
crazy
I
like
mean,
that.
what?
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's weird.
You can go live
Unbelievable.
40 minutes away and have plants growing in your yard.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, just to get away from the business aspect. So let's just get a little more personal. So we see you got kids, man, family man.
No, I don't. I don't have kids.
No kids?
No kids. Man.
Who was I looking
kid,
up?
My man said we're good.
My kid is the business, man.
Kid is the business.
like
Hey
my
man,
child.
I got kids too then.
Right?
My child. But I tell you what, man,
How is it not having kids? Let's do that. How is it not having kids?
it's lonely.
I'm sure.
It's lonely.
You have a dog?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because
You got a
most of your
dog?
homies
Yeah,
probably have
puppies,
kids.
you don't have
Most of your buddies
it's
got
lonely,
kids.
man. I mean,
Better get yourself a dog if you don't have one.
I always have a dog.
All right.
I always have a dog. I got an English Mastiff right now. Her name's
Legit.
Jade. She's my
Legit.
baby.
Jade, let's go.
She's my baby girl.
Yeah.
She's got her own Facebook page. and
Let's
everything.
go. Legit.
You know what I mean?
Let's go.
But yeah, man. I mean, I'm looking. I would love to meet a gal and settle down. You know,
Right,
for
right.
real.
I'm sure it is lonely, man.
It is.
And people
It
don't
is.
really look at it like that. They probably look at you like, oh, I wish I was that. But
Yeah,
you
they
know
do.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Oh, you-
Well, all the
do.
ladies-
they have
all-
no
they don't know.
idea.
They
All
don't
the
know.
ladies watching.
Well,
Our,
And what
our
does that
dad's
look?
on the
What does that
market.
look like for you? For you to be willing to step into something like that? Because it's honestly a big thing. And
What,
to
a
step into-
relationship?
Yes, to step into something like that. It's just time consuming.
I think it honestly, it's how I was raised. I think, I mean, my parents had a long 32-year marriage, and my dad and
Yeah.
mom were both faithful, and they raised us kids well. I have 2 siblings,
right.
and it was a great life. It was a great life. Family is everything, right?
All day.
So I mean, I want to start I'd love to start a family.
You know what sucks?
I'm not going to start a family with just
Anybody.
anybody.
No.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. This is what I'm getting at. So this is what sucks is the more and more successful you get as a person,
Correct.
the more and more picky you become of the woman
And
that
that
you
could
want
Well,
be
to
that
the
too,
case.
but he's got to watch who he's talking to
That's
because
what
they
I'm
may
saying.
become. I
But
promise.
if say I had nothing going on in my life, I worked a 9 to 5 at fucking JCPenney or something like
Yeah.
that. The woman I chose, I wouldn't have a high standard because I'm not pushing myself or anything like that. Maybe
Yeah.
I am, but
I
now that I'm
hear what you're
pushing
saying.
myself
Yeah,
and
I hear
I want our business to go to the sky. You want yours to go to the sky. You don't want
Yeah.
someone that's going to hold you back. And
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah,
so it
definitely.
makes us more picky. The more
Oh, I'm
successful
sure.
we
Behind the scenes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it
you're
could
single
be
too.
that.
Yeah,
It
it makes
could
sense.
be
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
It
yeah.
could be that.
You guys see that. You guys
It could
see all
be that, man.
But that's how I see it. I don't.
yeah. No, I mean, that's definitely.
I don't want someone in my life that's going to slow me down or make me
No.
feel bad for working hard or staying at work
No, because
longer.
we work a lot.
You know
too.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We work a lot.
Because I would want
Crazy
I
hours.
would want the same from them.
Sure.
Like you're at work a little, you're staying at
Sure.
work longer.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like see you when you get home.
Yeah, sure. It's we all know that relationships are based on trust, and that's a huge aspect of it, right? So, I mean, you've got to go into it, and they've got to go into it knowing that, hey, if I say I'm going to be working late, I'm going to be working
I'm
late.
being
I don't
serious.
want. I'm being serious.
Yeah, like I am working.
I don't want to walk in after a long day and kind of get the cold shoulder.
Right,
I wasn't,
right,
like I
right,
wasn't
right,
here
right.
at the house helping, or
Right.
something like
Right,
that.
no.
So
Like, we're a
I
team.
guess really to answer that question too, I guess another aspect is it kind of makes you a little weary going.
I'm sure.
Going
I was going
into
to ask
it.
you that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Going into a
Makes you almost
I'm kind of weary about this.
yeah.
Well, a lot of
Skeptical.
times- Yeah.
Yeah.
skeptical of
yeah.
what's gonna happen.
There you go.
So you don't know if you want to
Just
risk
Yeah,
it.
it's
Just sketch. Like, what are these girls' intent?
Yeah,
Like, and I'm not saying that,
but
but-
just like everything
you know-
else we were talking about, it's a risk.
It is.
risk.
It is.
It is.
You'll
It's a
find
risk.
out. Jump
It is.
in it.
Yeah,
Jump
yeah.
in that mud.
Hey, at least we're not.
So I'm relying on your wife to set me up.
Because
She's got numerous friends.
All right,
Good.
cool.
We got
cool.
it.
Bet. Yeah.
For sure.
I think the key to having a healthy relationship
Yeah.
is being able to coexist. I feel
No
like.
doubt. No
I feel like
doubt.
that's like a great thing. Just
No
because
doubt.
like if you have two different people, obviously it's healthy enough. It's healthy to have two different lives. Like
Yeah.
if I'm so dependent on the other person's like
It won't work.
how they live and just
Right.
I'm dependent on like them for all of my happiness. I feel
gotta
like
have
you'll
your own
never-
life, too.
You know what I mean? I feel like
You'll
I'll
never be happy enough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's cute. Anyway. Moving on.
Like, we got a list
That's
for that.
that's
Now that
absolutely
we dug into
adorable.
that hole.
Yeah, talking about leisure time and things like that. What are some things you like to do for your own time, man? If you're kicked back, nothing to do, maybe say you're on vacation,
Yeah.
something like that. What are things that you enjoy?
I love getting away. I love the beach, man. I love
You like the
Colorado.
salt
I love
water?
the mountains. Love salt water.
You do?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You golf?
I love golf.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm terrible.
Mine
I need
too.
to get into it. He loves golf. I need
in fact,
to get into
I
it.
built this winter. I was losing my, mind because
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
really doing much.
Right, right.
I built a golf simulator.
Sick. Sick. That's dope, dude.
I was watching
Let's
this
go.
video.
And it helps.
Jason
Yeah.
Day, the professional golfer.
Yeah, yeah.
He has a putting green in his house.
Yeah, bro.
And it has arms underneath it,
Yeah, so you
and he
can change
goes to
the
the
elevation
walls, and he
levels.
can, yeah,
bro.
he can
Oh,
lift it up to
sick.
make
It changes
he can create
and
any
putting,
putt.
putting,
Oh
putting
my
is
goodness.
the most boring thing to practice
Right.
because you can't
it's the
drive.
most
You can't
essential
smash.
thing.
Yeah,
the
you're
pad,
trying to
you know what I
smash,
mean?
You
yeah.
gotta practice.
But putting is
That's
where
a-
the dollars are at.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know.
That's where Tiger
You have
started
to
on
master
the putting
that.
green.
You do. You have
gotta
to master, and
master
you gotta
that.
and you gotta you gotta do it every day. So if you want to get into golf, let's golf, man. If you
Man,
wanna
you know,
golf,
I'm down.
Trying to get our
So bad.
supplier to open the golf
I
tournament
bet
back
you he's
up.
good. I bet you he don't even
He
have
wants
to
to get in.
I feel like I
Zell wants to
just
get
got
in.
that itch though. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
yeah,
man.
let's go.
Yeah,
You know, how
I'm
about-
telling you, it's addicting. Once you hit your first good shot,
Oh my god!
you're
Yeah.
like, I've got that.
I can
got
do
it.
that again.
I got it.
I
And
got
then you're like, no, I
Let's do
don't.
it. Nah.
But I'm gonna find
Golf
it.
is so frustrating to me.
It is.
It's so
I feel like I got the right
It's,
fit for
it's
it
a
too.
great sport.
You do.
though. You can play till
You
till
do.
you're 80.
Yeah, there's no harm on
I've
your
seen
body.
a handful
Yeah.
of people break their club over a tree before.
Oh, you bet. You bet.
My
That's
brother
hard.
did it.
You bet. I probably
That's why he
would, too.
quit.
I've thrown
I'll
a
get
club
mad.
or two. in
I'm
my
sure
day.
I would.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
But golf's huge. I love basketball. I just got into the
Yeah.
NBA again since the Bulls era in the '90s.
Right.
So I just got back into that.
What a great era.
Yeah, it was.
Great era.
Golly,
Just growing up watching them.
Just
Other-
great era, man. Shout out to Michael Jordan. man, my
Absolutely,
boy.
dude. Oh my goodness.
Shout out. I hope he's listening.
watched
You
that
think he's
docu-
listening?
I think he's gonna jump on. He's coming on here.
He's coming on.
Come on, bring it on, Mike.
Come on, CEOs in the Metro. Let's go.
I've watched that documentary so many times.
Oh, it's
You have to.
He's awesome, man.
You have to.
He's just awesome. He's
When I tell you, my dad is a huge Michael Jordan fan.
Yeah, good
And when
man.
when the Last Dance came out, I was still living with my dad, and
Yeah,
I'm a big LeBron fan. Like I
Yeah.
said,
yeah.
man, I would not stop hearing it all night. Man. Yeah, you see why LeBron. But if LeBron comes out and makes a documentary about his life and his
will.
career,
They will. They will.
Nah, and I'm the type of
They
guy.
have to.
And I'm the type of guy, bro. I can always respect any opinion, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if you're
yeah.
saying Mike is the GOAT, then I'm gonna, I'll never fight you for it because he is the greatest player to ever play.
Yeah,
right.
that's-
Like he
yeah,
has the
he
greatest
was.
impact on the
I-
game.
I
ever.
think so.
Like, he made
Yeah.
basketball cool. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
type of
I
thing.
thought Dennis
But-
Rodman did.
He
I feel
met,
you.
but MJ
My
met
God.
all my expectations on his attitude.
Yeah.
Like the dog mentality that
Yeah,
he has,
you bet.
that you
Absolutely.
thought he was gonna have.
Yeah, you bet,
He
man.
literally met all
He
expectations,
did.
and I think
He always hustled.
that era of
Always.
athlete
Always.
is damn near dead.
Yeah, man.
Kobe, rest in peace. Like
Yeah,
he
same
was
way,
one
man.
of the last mindsets like that. Like he was going to outwork you, and he was going to
was.
prove it.
He was.
Yeah.
You're exactly right.
How are you so good? Because I outwork you. I
he's
practice
exactly
while you're
You were
sleeping.
at the club. I was in
I'm
the
hitting
gym.
free throws. Yeah.
I was
So
shooting in the gym.
So you look at those guys that we grew up watching, right?
Yeah.
And you try and relate that to
Yes.
business.
Absolutely.
As they did running the Chicago
Correct.
Bulls of the early
Correct.
90s
I
era.
do a
the
lot.
Bulls were nobody before Michael came.
They really weren't.
Nobody.
They really weren't, man. But
And I've seen something. I seen something that Magic, he could have got traded there. It was either between them or.
I can't see.
Or not
I
traded.
can't
He
see
could have got
Magic.
drafted there.
Yeah.
It was either between there or the Lakers.
I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah,
see Magic.
MJ
in
would-
the
I
Bulls.
can't see no. I can't see that.
Talk about some showtime.
Well, no, MJ,
Yeah, no doubt.
MJ
But like,
wouldn't have
but they're
been
both
drafted
ball
there
heavy
if
as
that
well. So it's
happened.
like,
Right.
So that would be
Right.
the starting five would be Jordan, Pippen, Magic,
I don't think.
B.J. Armstrong.
Armstrong.
But if Magic would have went there, they wouldn't have been able to draft Jordan probably.
Yeah,
That's what they're
no,
saying,
no,
too.
they,
They're
yeah,
saying-
you got it.
He would've been on a
depending
different
on how
team.
they would have played.
Right.
Because he also got he also got drafted with Kareem.
They wouldn't have had the same lottery or anything. Yeah,
Oh man,
Who's your starting five?
that would have completely
My starting
shifted
five?
everything.
Of all time.
all time starting five.
Oh shoot.
Well, you just rattled off like three of the greats.
Yeah,
That was
I mean,
on-
I would,
that was
I
on
would
the-
say,
I
I would say John Stockton as an
point guard?
assist, right? Power forwards MJ. I want to say Scotty.
Yeah, right.
If you got MJ on the roster, Scotty's got to be there too.
Center Shaq. Center
All
Shaq.
day, all day.
In his prime, I mean,
All day.
good luck stopping
All
him,
day.
dude.
All day.
Yeah,
Good
you're
luck.
not doing nothing.
And
to that,
I don't
man.
know
All day,
anybody. Yeah. And then who we got? We got two left.
Who you got at shooting guard? You said you got two.
Who'd you say?
I wasn't his era, so I don't.
Right.
I don't really
He
know.
still
I
holds
can't.
his points record, man. That dude.
Not for long.
I would.
Who'd you say?
I'd
Who
say.
am I saying?
LeBron's gonna pass
Oh,
him.
I'm gonna let him finish.
I'd say LeBron.
LeBron.
Yeah, and then so you got Stockton, Jordan, Shaq, LeBron,
All day.
and then you got one left. And who's this have to be? This has to be what, a shooting
Probably a
guard?
power forward.
Power forward? Maybe
Stephon Marbury? No.
maybe Vince Carter. Maybe,
Vince Carter's
Ooh, I like that.
maybe Vince Carter.
I like that.
Can you dig it?
Yeah, with those four? Yeah.
See, that's my team. Y'all,
That'd be lights
y'all-
out.
Y'all are done.
You might as well just hang it up.
My five man. If I had to pick five
Yeah, let's hear it.
point guard, I'm going Magic.
Right?
My two. Ooh, man, Jack.
See, I'm telling you, you asked me a tough question. It's coming right back to you.
See?
Man.
I couldn't answer.
All right, my two. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Mike.
Okay.
My three, and this is where it gets hard with my three,
Right.
because I gotta throw Kobe in there, but I also want to put LeBron at the three. So I'm gonna just be safe, and I'll.
See, I might take that back though.
Yeah.
When you said Kobe, I might take
so
Vince.
hard.
I might
Oh,
take
my.
Kobe in
Over
place
Vince?
of Vince.
Yeah.
But it's all about how do they play together.
That's what I'm saying. Can you have Kobe and Mike on the same
You
team?
can't.
I don't know.
Or Kobe and LeBron playing.
Yeah, I
You
don't
know,
know.
I mean,
So I'm gonna be actually. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm gonna keep Mike, and I'm gonna have Kobe coming off the bench. We're gonna. We can't have him.
You got five.
Okay, so that's two.
Right.
Three, I'm going LeBron. 4, I'm going Kevin Durant.
Ooh, that's a tough team
Fire.
to beat.
This mixed match city.
And he'll kill you, son.
You're up next, man.
Oh, no, I can't
yeah.
do it. I'm not even, like, I can't go back that far.
Yeah,
I can't.
At 5, I'm going Shaq. I have to go Shaq.
Yeah, I mean
Have to go
Shaq,
Shaq.
bro, center. I mean,
It's
in his
undeniable.
prime, he was just a dog,
have to-
beast.
Yes, he was.
Huge, 7'2". I met the dude. You
did?
Yeah, I had a backstage pass.
Is he just that big?
He is.
Is
you
he
know,
that big?
He is freaking.
I'm sure, dude.
Have you seen a picture
I mean,
with
it's
him
almost
next to
like
Kevin
are
Hart?
You serious?
Like, are you real, bro? Like, dude.
How'd you get that tall?
How do you do anything?
How do you move around?
And
I
he's
mean,
not just.
he's that big.
You know what I mean? He's not just
that
7
big.
foot. When you see somebody that's 6 foot, and then you compare him to somebody that's 6'2", it's like a little bit of a difference. You compare
You're talking 7'2"?
somebody 7
Yeah.
foot and then
Boy.
7'2", that is a difference.
He's
Yeah,
huge,
the
and he's
basketball
wide
in Shaq's
too.
hands
Huge
is like a
wide.
baseball in my hands.
Right.
He's like you and I combined with,
Oh, I'm sure.
and he's 7'2". Like, come on.
That's a freak.
You know, and he ain't skinny either. He's
That's a lot of man.
big.
And Kobe used to hate how poor his work ethic was.
I know. He said Shaq.
He would have had more range if Shaq would have.
But see, that goes to show you though, like Kobe had that in him. That you know, God, if you could just do this. He goes, we would have had 16 rings.
Hey, absolutely. Wish they would have.
People like Kobe and Jordan, if you didn't have it in you, they'd pull it out of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Whether it's a punch in the face during a fight or during a practice round. Yeah, man. Yeah. Now I don't know if that was right, but I mean, it obviously works.
Yeah, it absolutely works.
I'm not telling everybody, you know, to punch your coworkers if they're not doing.
Hey, you know.
But you might go to war together afterwards. You may just go to war together afterwards.
No doubt.
Well, let's bring it back to a little bit more business. Yeah. We talked about a couple hectic jobs that you've done.
Yeah.
What is one of the best jobs that you've done? Like you did it and you're like, man, I really love the work that we did here.
So there's man, that's a very tough question because you guys know. I mean, you know. I've always loved the before and after.
I do
of seeing. Things,
I do.
Right?
I love it.
So when you do one week, right, and you're like, man, look at that.
Yeah.
Right, and then you're saying inside your head, you're going, okay, that's got to be top three. Right. Top three. It's got to be.
But you do next better next week.
Next week, you're like,
wait a second. That one, you know. Yeah, I've been there.
So I would have to say to make a long story short, I would probably there's so many jobs that we've done, but I would say one that incorporated a long curved in and out retaining wall with caps, with lighting going down on the wall at night. You know, without seeing the bulb. You put them on the caps. They make these like you know siliconed.
So they're on the top cap shining down.
Yeah, they're shining down.
Okay, that's sick.
It looks
that's
sick.
dope.
It looks
I don't think I've seen
bro.
that.
Yeah, I'll show you some
That's
photos.
sick.
So I'd say something incorporated with those two aspects. I'm a big fan of lighting. I think lighting
I love
is
it.
so cool.
I love it.
You know, it really makes a home like stand out
Right.
like so much better than you think.
Sets the mood.
It does. You know, and you go home to it every night, right? So invest in your best investment.
Right.
You know,
absolutely.
And enjoy it while you're at it. Right.
So you don't have to screw into those caps?
You do.
You do.
Yeah.
Can you break them?
Yeah. Well, actually, you know what they have? So they have metal lips that go back, right?
Okay.
So those go into the cap. The cap goes on top, and that holds them in place.
Makes sense.
So then the bulb is just.
So what do you do on your caps? Are you like gluing them or like mortar?
SRW construction adhesive.
Okay.
On top, yeah, or you can use mortar, but the glue out of the guns. That's just a lot easier, and it's good stuff.
Does it hold up?
Yeah, it does. I mean, it does.
So I kind of want to go back to the beginning of your story.
Yeah.
Whenever you started your business, was it just you? Was it you and someone else?
You bet.
Was it you just going door to door, just trying to hit up anyone you knew? Like, what was that recipe in the beginning?
It was me. I was the poor kid.
Yeah,
grinding.
I was the poor kid.
Yeah, we were talking about it. I mean,
I had one guy.
You were in the mud when you started.
And I'll never forget this. I had one guy when I first started going door to door. This guy had the nerve to look at me and go, "Is this you're not going to want to do this when you grow up, right? You're not going to stay in the same business." I'm like,
"Yeah, motherfucker."
You just motivated me, bro.
Thank you for saying
to come back here in 10 years, 15 years, and show you who the real Puff Daddy is.
Yeah,
I like what that guy's doing right now.
I know, man. I forget.
I know you're not on the podcast.
I remember the vicinity of where he lives, but man,
right?
You know,
people like that, they're like super. They have very little to do with your life, but they're putting in your path to say that to just light that.
Yeah, that was his only purpose.
It could be a godsend. You know, who knows? But yeah, man.
That's so. Basically, it was you going door to door.
Yeah, man.
And by what year were you like, all right, this is gonna work?
I mean, really.
You still wonder if it's gonna work. I do.
Every day.
Every day, like, am I doing this right?
Every day. That's actually a good point.
Right.
Every day. So
Or I
I'd
guess,
say
when did
probably
you-
like the 5th year.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
basically when you realize like there's no turning back.
There's a business here.
Yeah, there's no
business,
turning
you know what I
back.
mean?
Like we're all full steam ahead.
Yeah,
on the gas.
there's a business here, you know, and I think the 5th or 6th year, it was kind of like, okay, now I'm seeing something.
Okay.
I'm seeing something, and the word is out. People know who we are, and now I tell people all the time, you know, when they ask what makes you succeed in business, and you got to make it short and sweet, right?
Yeah.
There's 2 things, in my opinion: make a profit, and make every single client thrilled with your work. Now, those 2 things, there's a lot more in between those lines,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But if you can do those 2 things,
You'll be fine.
you'll be fine.
Just do what you say.
You're gold.
You know, communicate.
So make a profit and make every single customer happy.
And it's important that, as a business owner, that we make a profit, because let's say in 5 years something's wrong with whatever we did. You're going to want us to be in business so we can come back and fix it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
who did that? I don't know. They're out of business. Why? Because everybody was knocking them down on price, or whatever.
Yeah.
We're not in this. To
Yeah,
break
you become
even
a
or
helping
lose
hand
money.
at that
Yeah.
point.
Well, yeah,
Right.
it's just like if you were going from a 9 to 5 corporate job, man. You're there to make money and a profit, and you're there to live a life.
Right.
You know, so that's what I try to tell people. You know, make everybody.
And when
happy.
a lot of homeowners, or a lot of people, when they hear a profit, they're like, "Oh, you guys are just."
Oh, you guys are right. Yeah.
Every
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Every time. It's not even that. No, it's I got overhead. I got
one of those
insurance, I got cruise,
4,000%,
I mean,
yeah.
are you kidding me?
I feel like that's just like a generic response from
It is.
homeowners.
Just like somebody
that-
knocking on a door saying.
And it's
no.
like, okay, well, if
Yeah.
you were in my
Yeah.
shoes and I was in your shoes,
Yeah, dude.
you'd like to make some money for your time, right?
You
Right.
bet. You bet. And that's tough
Right.
because you know when gas prices went up, and you go and do a bid and you meet them,
Correct.
and you walk around the property, you spend 45 minutes with them, and you drive all the way back to your shop. That's gas.
Yeah.
And time is money.
And we
too.
didn't charge for that.
Like you got to value your time at a certain.
I value my hours. My per hour rate is pretty high.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
You bet.
It is, 'cause I know what I'm doing.
as it should be.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
it should be,
absolutely.
and that's something that customers don't really understand.
And maybe it's not their fault.
As they shouldn't though.
No.
Like they don't think about that. They think about what they want and how much it's gonna cost.
Absolutely.
Customers
You know?
that are referrals understand that because their homie just vouched for you.
Yeah.
And like say something went wrong and they're like, hey, I don't know about this Dave guy, and then
Yeah,
they reach
yeah.
back out to their buddy and it's like, no, I promise, like he's gonna take care of you, just
got
write
you.
it out.
Yeah.
And they're like, all right, cool, like
Cool.
and then you end up doing a good job. But those
That's good
homeowners
business.
that just called you and you were the first person they called, those are the ones that are like, all right, so what are you trying to get out of me?
Yeah.
Yeah. They do, but you know, you have to be
You got to
confident.
build that trust
You
in
have
the
to be
beginning
confident.
to
You have to
build
build
it.
trust.
Yeah.
You have to be confident. And nowadays, I'll tell them, look, I'm going to be straight up honest with you.
I'm not the cheapest.
We're not the cheapest,
I'm not the highest.
and I'm not the highest.
I'm one of the highest.
That's right. I'm not the cheapest, and there's a reason for that.
'Cause
And,
we do
and
good
that
work.
kind of sets the
Correct.
tone.
And I'll say it straight to their face.
Yeah, that sets the tone.
You have to.
You do. You have to be confident when you say it too. You know, it almost has to come off natural.
When if
Well,
you're
for
the
people like
cheapest,
us
you
that
don't
have
have
done it
a
so long,
warranty.
it does.
Yeah, it
I
does.
won't
I
bat
think
an
it does.
eye.
Yeah, you're
It's
right.
going to be 130 grand.
You're right. You're right.
And you're also
Yeah.
paying for some of the highest quality that you're going to get.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's
And
right.
while you were talking to this homeowner, while you're getting everything, all the measurements, all the prep work done,
Uh-huh.
they were explaining to you how they wanted a really good job done. They didn't want any corners cut.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
okay, well, here's that price.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how's it too high? Like this is the work
Well,
that needs
and
to
you
be
gotta think
done.
of it this way: we want to do a better job than you're expecting.
Yeah, a lot of homeowners
I don't
want
want to have
that.
issues.
A lot of homeowners
later
want the
on.
best work for the best price,
Yeah.
and
they
that's
do.
not possible.
They do. No, and it is what.
Unless you're talking about the best price for that work.
Let me say this then. Let me ask you this: when you started in this business, because I know when I started in my industry, I was trying to take everything I could get.
Sure.
Just to get some. Yeah.
You gotta get your foot on the gas.
I'm gonna do it for this. I'm gonna do it for this. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you this. 80% of the time,
Hit the
I lost
ground
my ass.
running.
And,
Oh,
and
yeah,
I,
yeah.
you know what? And
But if you treated those homeowners right,
right.
it came in tenfold because
Oh,
you got
yeah.
referrals. Just
Starting
like you
out,
said, you
you're
make
trying
a
to get your
friend and you
name
make
out
a
there, your
profit,
logo, your
or you make the
workmanship.
customer happy. If the customer's happy, they're not going to forget about you.
Right. No.
No, you're not going to get near as many reviews as if you pissed them off,
Yeah.
but you're going to get good good feedback.
Well, there's a lot of walkers and talkers. So say you go to dinner and you have a steak and your steak's terrible. You're going to tell everybody you know, hey, don't go there. My steak was terrible. Sure. If you had the best steak in your life, you're not going to go home and tell 5. You'll maybe tell 2.
What is the best steak?
You know,
best steak in Kansas City.
I can tell you the best breakfast burrito.
Give him a shout out. Give him a shout out.
What do you got?
Shout out Carmen Casinas.
Okay.
He came in hot with that too.
I eat there 4 times a week.
We do. We
My
meet
man.
there, have some breakfast, do whatever.
That's cool.
They say, oh, it's Connor. It'll be ready in 10.
You like the Herford House?
Yeah, you know, I'm going to be honest. The best ribeye steak that I've had is at what's that place at the Legends? What's it? The Yard House.
Yard House.
Their
fire.
Their ribeye is off the hook.
They got a good Reuben.
What?
I love Reuben.
He's getting old. That's like what your dad says. Like,
They got a good
tell
Reuben.
you what, they got a good Reuben down there. You ever tried their Reuben?
My dad loves Reuben.
The Reuben, for some reason,
That's an old man drink. That's an old man drink.
Do you grill out at the house?
I love it.
I love grilling. Like grilling.
yeah.
That's my favorite steak is at the house.
I won't cook, man. I don't like to cook. And that's the tough thing too about being single.
I'm sure.
It sucks.
I don't cook that much. So yeah.
A lot of meals, a lot of those meals, you know, whatever they call them.
Yeah, but are you not prepping your meals? I mean, do you work out daily?
Yeah, well, not daily.
So you meal prepping?
We work out daily, so we don't have to meal.
Well, you
prep.
work out every day. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I haven't been in a while, but I mean, I was on a good 2 years, at least 3 or 4 times a week.
Right.
You know.
And were you meal prepping then?
Yeah. Yeah. I think, dude, eating is 80%.
Do you eat lunch?
Oh yeah.
It really is.
Do you eat lunch?
No.
Me either.
No. I don't eat breakfast either.
I eat breakfast. I make sure I eat breakfast, and I eat
I'll
dinner.
maybe snack throughout the day.
But 10.99, I feel like lunch is like not even a thing when you're 10.99.
Oh no.
Oh, it's not.
You know what I'm saying?
It's hard.
Yeah,
That's
like,
hard.
what are you taking a lunch break?
Right. Yeah.
What?
Right?
Right.
You have
No,
to
you're
push
not.
an appointment if you take a lunch break.
Yeah. It's on the fly, bro.
Yeah. Hopefully
And that's hard
something's
for
close.
contractors like what we or just us or people like us in general. Listen, gas stations we love, and that is terrible for us. Terrible.
Quick Trip.
Yeah, terrible. I love Quick Trip. All you need in life really
We got a
is
Quick Trip coming in right down the
Quick
street.
Trip, Home Depot, and a Walmart. That's all you need. I promise you.
No doubt.
That's it.
No doubt.
If only those 3 were around,
And
we'd be fine.
AKC Pros and Platinum
Pros,
Outdoor
we got Platinum
Concepts.
Outdoor. We're good. That's all we need. There's only 5
all you
things. We're good.
That's all you need.
If you were on your deathbed, like you got one more meal,
Yeah.
what does that meal look like? And what is the drink on the side?
That's a good question.
You know, that's funny because it's like, you know how much you love McDonald's?
Chill out.
Yeah.
Chill the fuck out.
But then again, you think about that Yard House ribeye. But then again, I mean, dude, I could mow down probably 3 or 4 burgers.
Easy,
You
yeah.
don't pick McDonald's though.
But it's so good, but I
It's
never
so
eat
good,
it.
yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good
is
because
good.
I don't eat it all the time.
It's so good.
That's
Yeah,
why.
that
I guess
could
that's
be
why
it.
it's good.
It could be.
Ooh, McDonald's about to die. Yeah,
He's like mad at me that I said McDonald's. Like,
Yeah, it's super
So many better options. Oh my god.
So okay, I would probably say, I mean, probably a steak, lobster. You know?
Yeah?
Ooh,
Yeah.
okay.
Steak and
Lobster's fire.
You like clams?
No.
Wow, I love clams.
because of the
all that.
It's not even that much food.
that to me. That to me. I mean, what are you supposed to go on a date? And
Oh, so
suck
you're eating a
clams
raw
all night?
clam.
Probably get you
He's
laid.
talking a raw clam.
Aphrodisiac, maybe. I don't know. Shit.
I'll sure suck the shit out of crawfish though. I tell you what.
If your girl there is watching you suck on clams the whole night, she
Yeah.
don't want you to go ahead and take care of it.
No doubt.
How's your clam?
Another clam.
Never better. Never
Here,
better.
try this. This helps.
You want to see?
Absolutely.
But back to clients, we were talking about just homeowners and things like that. Has there been any jobs or any clients that you just had to back away from, or just was like, I don't know about this one?
Sure, that's part of the. That's
the goal you want to get to, right?
That's part of. Look, if you start a business, you're going to lose. You're going to win.
Correct.
You're going to lose. You're going to win, and it's a constant issue. You have to learn how to manage that, and psychologically get through that, because it will bring you down.
Yeah.
It will bring you down.
Say that again for the ones in the back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It will. It'll bring
Going
you
to
down,
lose.
but you have to manage that, and you have to learn how to make that turn into a positive in the grand scheme of things. So you bet. I've I have a three day rule. So if the client's not happy, we'll go back. They're still not happy, we'll go back.
Yeah.
They're still not happy.
Go fuck
back.
yourself. I'm just kidding.
Number 4. Okay, something's not right.
Okay, something's off.
Something's not right.
Yeah.
You know, these guys are out
He's
to
wanting something.
These guys
He's
are out
trying to
to
milk
get
something.
get something over you. You know, and that might change to 2 times this year.
Right. Oh, right. Absolutely.
You know, but
I've had it happen 6 or 7.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that happens. Unfortunately, there's people out there like that, man, that really try to get over on you, and you're going, dude, I wonder how you sleep at night.
You know what makes
doubt.
me the
No
happiest?
doubt.
You're an
Why do you gotta
You know
be a
what
piece of
makes me
shit?
so
Yeah.
happy?
You know,
Yeah.
dude?
Is these homeowners that want something from you or want a discount?
Yeah, man.
I go out and literally just fix the problem.
Yeah.
And then when they have another problem, I just fix it. And
Right.
then when they have another problem, I just fix it. And I never change the price. And that probably bugs them even more.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just came out there and made them happy, and they're just like,
Damn.
damn, I wanted that price to go down.
Yeah. Damn it, dude.
I'll come out there. I'll fix it.
Yeah, no doubt. Sometimes you just gotta face the music, though.
Right.
You know what? You can't please everybody, and we were talking about that. I mean,
Okay.
No, but if you go back out there and you show face and you save face, you're
We
going
try
to
to make it
save
right.
bad reviews 100%.
No doubt.
yeah,
At
absolutely.
least they can say you were there.
And I always preach, man, the hardest conversations in life are always the most productive.
Oh yeah.
Don't
oh, yeah.
shy away from hard conversations because they're only going to get harder if you don't have them.
Yeah, you know what? Smooth seas never made a good sailor. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
So
yeah, no
if
doubt,
everything,
no
you
doubt.
know, just go get in it. What's the worst that's gonna happen? You're still gonna go home and go to
You're
bed.
going to learn from it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's
I'm gonna
awesome.
learn who I probably shouldn't work with. No, I can't.
Yeah.
You know, it's
That's awesome. That's true. That's true talk. I like.
You know what though? It's got to be different in his lane too, because all his stuff is all out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? 90% of our money is insurance.
Yeah. Yeah.
So-
well, yeah. Every business probably has their
Yeah.
Well, we don't
their
have
way.
high inventory because we don't buy inventory
Sure.
unless that
Right.
got paid for by insurance.
Yes. Yeah.
So that, thankfully, if you don't have high inventory, you can't really get halted by industry crashes and shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Like the housing market.
It's just
Yeah.
like everything else. You gotta learn how to manage.
And you got to
What you
keep
got.
growing. That way, if something goes bad, you got something else that's still good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
Sweet. Yeah. So, where do you see your company going? If you could see it at the highest point, where do you see that, and what does that look like?
I don't want to be one of the biggest in terms of, I guess, what would you say, trucks?
Correct.
Or,
Yeah.
Or employee. I don't want to be one of the biggest, okay? Because I like to focus on my clientele. I like to know them. I like to, know what they like. Do they like to golf?
Right.
Is little Johnny gonna have a good soccer game next
Quality
week?
over
what I mean?
quantity.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I would rather get the business to I'd like to have maybe, get to a point where we have 10 trucks leaving every morning, right? And
Yeah.
then keep the business going and start something else.
How many trucks you have right now?
3.
You guys do with Christmas lights?
No.
Wow, really?
No.
All landscaping
not big-
crews.
do-
do
Have
it.
you looked into
Yeah, I have, and it's so
It's like $250, $300 just to hang the front
it's a
elevation.
liability. You got your dudes up there. I mean, I'm sure you
See,
guys,
we're roofers.
Yeah.
So we're on the roof
yeah.
already.
So
Yeah.
you guys should.
Yeah, no, we are. Yeah.
look into that.
Yeah, but a lot of people want us
There's
to
money in
store them and all that.
That's where
which
the
is
money's
fine.
at, is storing them.
Store
As
'em.
long as
got
you
a
store them
big enough
right.
shop.
Yeah. But yeah, we get. So we want to offer that. We're gonna offer that next year.
Yeah, bro.
Gutter
Good
cleaning.
idea.
Gutter cleaning.
Yep.
If say you call us just to get out, come out and clean your gutters. Well, most time I got to get on your roof to clean the gutters.
That costs money.
And I'm looking at your roof at the same time.
That's right,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Hey,
Yeah.
you got hail damage on
Yeah.
here. You got hail damage on your gutters. Let's get insurance out here.
Yeah.
Let's get them to pay for
So
it.
add stuff to your current book of business that is associated with
Absolutely.
roofing.
But you know
Yeah.
what? Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Like if we literally went into gutter cleaning, the only thing we would have to do is give all of our guys a leaf blower.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I recommend I recommend
That would
Ryobi.
be it.
Ryobi, yeah.
I love
Yeah,
Ryobi.
got it.
That would be
Shout
it.
out to Ryobi.
Ryobi.
Shout out.
I got a Ryobi blower in the back right now. I love it.
They're
He
sick,
does,
dude.
he does.
I love
They're
it.
sick.
They stepped their game up